Section 1.8, find measures of center. Our measures of center are mean, median, and mode. So in this little definition box, we give you how to find each of these, mean, median, and mode. Make sure to read through them when you are trying this on your own. Let's try this together. There is two examples here, and I'm going to tell you the main difference because I am starting with example number 2, and you are going to try example number 1. Example number 1 has an odd number of data. What do we mean by that? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It has 11 data points, and this makes it just a little bit easier than example number 2. Example number 2 has an even number of data points. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Has 14 data points. Let's get started with mean. We find the mean by adding all of these values. So we are going to add 7 plus 10. So I'm going to use my calculator, and our answer is 91. So for the mean, I had to add, and it gives you instructions up here. It's the sum of all the data values divided by the number of data values. How many data values do we have? We have 14. Nice, we had counted them earlier, and that was very helpful. So 91 divided by 14 gives us 6.5. So our mean is 6.5. Once again, you have instructions here. It says the sum of all the data values divided by the number of data values. Median. The median tells us that it's the value that lies in the middle of the data when the data set is ordered. I always compare this to your siblings, for example. If there's 3 brothers or sisters, which brother or sister is in the middle? And in order for us to determine which one's in the middle, we have to put them in order. So let's go ahead and place our values in order. Remember that it's very important that you count how many numbers you wrote down so you don't miss any data values. The smallest data value that I see is 3. And we're just going to sit here and organize these. So 4, 4, 5, 6, 6, and then count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Make sure that I didn't miss anything. And now that I have these here, I'm looking for the middle. So I call this creeping towards the middle. What I'm going to start to do is I'm going to kind of scratch one out from the left and scratch one out from the right. I'm going towards the middle. Left, right, left, right, left, right. And I've reached this point where if I cross both of these out, I'm not going to be left with a middle point. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and we're going to make a middle number, okay? So remember I mentioned that 2 was just slightly harder than number 1. In number 1, you're going to have an odd number of numbers. So when you get to this middle point, you're only going to have one number left, and that's your median. Very easy. I showed you the harder problem because now I have to take the 7. And so we have to do 7 plus 7 and divide by 2. We're finding an average of these two numbers. So in reality, we're doing what we did in the mean. We're taking 7 plus 7 and dividing by the amount of numbers, which is 2. So 14 divided by 2 is 7. It just so happens that it's the same number. It's not always the same number. So our median is 7. And our last one, mode. the value that occurs with the greatest frequency. Frequency means most often, or how many times, okay? So the value that occurs with the greatest frequency is the most often. What number did I see the most? Well, I saw two fours, and that's why I like this part here that I have already in order. I saw two fours, I saw two sixes, I see three sevens, and I see two tens. So the one that happens the most is the 7, and we have 7 is mode. Mode is the only central tendency that can have more than one answer. So for example, there can be two modes. If the 6 had been present 3 times, so it would be 3 6s and 3 7s, the mode would be 6 and 7. Nothing else in this central tendency list of mean, median, and mode can have more than one answer except for the mode.